What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Salty Crouton here. In this video, we got a pretty cool video for you. We just continued the teardown on the ChatGPT Fox Body Mustang build. We asked ChatGPT a couple questions because we have no idea what we're doing, and then that leads us to go to do what we decide to do on the car build. So everything you see in this video is basically, at the guidance of ChatGPT, and then me using my common sense to try and figure out the best way to go about things. So we find some more issues with the car. This car is definitely not not in as good of a condition as I thought it was when I bought it. However, we're still gonna let it ride. This is a budget build. This is to show you guys that if you're like me, you've never built a car before, you can use, modern day technology, some common sense, some work ethic, and you can build something cool. That's the plan, hopefully. So if you want to see the whole build, hit the subscribe button. We're going to be working on this thing all the time. Drop a like, and I really appreciate you guys. I hope you all enjoy the video. All right, guys, so you can see here, this is going to be the first question we asked ChatGPT, right? And it was basically, should we pull out all of the old wiring, or should we try and save the new wiring? Or should we try and save the old wiring to save on money and maybe reuse it for things like lights, turn signals, different little things that we're going to be using? And ChatGPT basically recommended to pull it all out. It said the wiring's probably brittle, the wiring's probably bad. Yanking it out is going to be easier. It's going to help you save money in the long run. You can rewire the lights and all that stuff pretty easily. And then you can see here I went into a little bit more depth, and I was talking about what if I just left the wiring for the lights, and it's still recommended to completely gut everything. So that's what we ended up doing, and that's why we did some of the work you're going to see in today's video. All right, so day 2 working on this budget race car project we got going on. Got a fan set up today because we're in Florida and it's hot, but we got that panel off, and we're working on this one. Getting these rusted seatbelt bolts out. Got to get on the other side. Basically trying to get these off. If you ever have trouble with a bolt, you need a breaker bar, we got a floor jack. This is the ticket right here. Goes right on the end. Up. No, this thing's stripping. Hold on, I'm gonna put this down. All right, so we got the car vacuumed out, looking a lot better in here. As you can see over there, we started to take this stuff off. I think it's just like a sound dampening type mat that's all over everything. So we started to peel that off. And we found the best way to do that, or I don't know if it's the best way, but it's working. I remember watching a video of someone heating it up with a heat gun. And I do have a heat gun, but I also have this torch here. So I've just been lightly going over it, heating it up. It's been peeling off pretty easy. Basically where it's hot, peels right up. So I'm gonna get back to working on that. It's kind of hard to film and do it, but that's what we're doing. How nice the floor looks underneath that stuff. That's pretty good. It's nice to see. There we go. Okay, so when I was looking at the floor of this car and it was all rusty, it was all bad, nothing looked good about it, my head started going down that snowball route where things go from budget to not budget. And then I remembered what I was doing, a budget build. I do not have a lot of money to work on this. It's gonna be a budget build. So what I decided to do, I got a wire wheel, I got some Duplicolour rust encapsulator paint, and I got to work on the floor. It looks 100 times better. I'm about to show you guys. As you can see right now, I'm covered in junk from head to toe. But that doesn't matter. It's also like 105 degrees outside, and I'm doing this in Florida on the side of my house in the sun. Deciding to do this in summer was probably one of the worst ideas I could ever came up with, but it doesn't matter. We're doing it anyways. So let me show you the inside of this thing. So after some wire wheel, some vacuum, and some rattle can, look how much better we're looking. We didn't get up there yet. Let me show you the other side. We can see where we got holes, but we're gonna leave it. You know, could I cut it out, weld in a new floorboard and stuff? Yes, but like I said, this is a budget build. We're not gonna spend money on that. Looks 100 times better already. Definitely doesn't look great. Let's get some seats on there. Well, the problem is when she's screaming, got a bunch of horsepower, nobody's looking at the floor anyways. All right, so we're back to working on getting the dash out of this thing right now. It's been a little bit of a challenging process just because some of our hardware looks like that. And that, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to be a screw or bolt like that. But I'm not positive, but obviously getting that out is pretty tough. Pretty sure the one on the other side just broke. So, but yeah, we're working on it. We'll pull this one out and see if we can get this dash out this evening.
Ripping it up. That's what the viewers want to see. Look at this. Like, from what it's going to turn into to this crap, man, this thing is disgusting. And then your vision? What is it even? Let's hear about it.
I mean, a bare bones ripper, dude.
Bare bones ripper. Sure
No
does.
music. It's the sound of American horsepower ripping down the road. No?
I wish I could see the vision.
Can't see it?
Nope. This thing looks like a piece of turd. Look at this thing. I believe in you. But this thing looks like a turd cake if I ever seen one.
Nobody saw the vision for the boat either. I'll tell you what, it's weird.
Uncle Mark definitely didn't.
And then you finish it. It's like, oh my gosh, you did such a good job. I can't believe it.
I want to buy it back.
Yeah. Holy smokes, there's a lot of wires in here.
Why do you want the dash out?
Oh. So I can get to the brake booster easier. I can get all these wires out. So I'm going to put all new wiring in it.
Oh, that's got wires connected to it too. It's crazy how many wires power 2 buttons.
I was kind of thinking I could save this dash a little bit. But then
Change
after
your
I
mind?
started diving into it and I saw how beat up it is, I decided I didn't want it anymore. So what's really getting me good.
Hey, there we go.
Got it. Woo!
How many miles are on this bad boy? Is that real?
Yeah, it says like
7,000?
But then it would only go up to like 100 before it flips.
Are you sure? I think like 70s cars only go up to 100. What year is this thing? 87?
93. All right, so it's the next day. We did get the dash out of the car. Show you guys that real quick. We got the dash out. Definitely was a bit of a challenge considering the bolts that were right here, I ended up just having to rip them out because they had like a square piece on the back that kind of acted like a through bolt type thing. And that was just spinning, so I couldn't get it out because it was just spinning in place, both sides. So I kind of had to rip it out with a hammer and break a little bit of the metal. So that kind of sucks. Next, I started to try and get into this AC, like heater core, I think they call it. I got all the bolts out and started yanking on it, and it wasn't coming out. So then I kind of realized that I didn't disconnect behind the hood or in the hood area. Oh, this is my breakfast, by the way. Some Sour Patch and some black coffee. I've recently quit nicotine and I've been getting just crazy sugar candy cravings. So I'm fighting the nicotine cravings, but I'm not really fighting the sugar cravings. I'm kind of letting those give in for a little bit right now. Anyways. Oh, my towel. We need to get this out, and then I think the heater core will come out. And I'm pretty sure there's like a special tool needed to get those out. The special tool I'm going to use is I'm going to cut it with a Sawzall and then rip it all out of there. So this shock tower is in great shape. I'm a little worried about this shock tower just because of this little brake line feed. It's freaking rusty behind there. Got me a little worried. Hope that shock tower's not messed up. All right, one rusty dull blade there. See if we can get this in here with one hand. Smooth. I think those are probably part of it too. I should probably cut those off. Those clamps look a little rusty. Don't think I want to remove those. We'll get to chopping. Dialed. See if we can rip that heater core out, huh? Tell you what, I don't know why I didn't grab that Sawzall sooner in this process. Thing rips through wires, rips through metal. See if this heater core comes out. Oh. Oh yeah, she's coming. Oh, I guess that's coming out. Oh, buddy. All the access. You guys are wondering, I did see some rust on this, A-post door hinge area when I bought the car. Since I've gotten the dash out, I have been able to find some extra rust. I think that's the hinge up there, and that's that, so that's probably why this door sags a little bit, among other things. I don't know if we're gonna fix that. We'll see. All right, guys, we have made some serious progress on our demo. That is for sure. We'll say this. It was a bad idea to start this project in the middle of the summer in Florida, because basically I can grind it out till about 1:30, but from 1:30 to 4, unbearably hot. Definitely maybe thinking about getting some type of carport or something. For now, at least. I don't know, but just so freaking hot that I cannot be out here working on this thing on my days off in the middle of the day. Fans, there's nothing you can do. It's too hot. As you can see right now, we're coming up on that 4 o'clock zone. The shade from the house starting to come in. The shade's coming in. When the shade gets in, we get back to work. All right. Look at the inside of this thing, buddy. Woo! Look at all those holes in the dash, firewall. This has been my Door truck. Oh, I've just been taking this thing, shoving that in there. Keeps my door open. Ooh. Look at the inside of this thing. I think this is where we're going to end off this video right here, demo wise, because obviously there's a little bit more demo things to do, but I'm going to move on to other things. So I'm about to move on to the rear brakes to see if we can get this thing rolling. Get the truck in the air, not the truck, the car. I'm used to trucks. So that'll be in the next video. We're going to see if we can get this thing rolling, get it moved into a little bit better spot, and see if we can start getting underneath this thing. Maybe start pulling out the K-member, pulling out old brake lines, stuff like that. So if you guys have watched this whole video, really appreciate it. This car is going to be a freaking ripper. Fired up about it. Drop a like, hit that subscribe if you want to see the whole process. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for tuning in.